going to be talking about makeup brands that cater to brown skin and deeper women of color. So let's go ahead and get started. I will say all of these foundations that I'm about to name, these are not the only ones. These are just ones that I am familiar with. For instance, something that's not up here on my stand is Lancome. I have never really tried their makeup. I've only tested it out a couple of times, but I just don't have enough experience with that one. But I know there are plenty others that do cater to deeper skin, but we're just going to focus on what I know. So let's start off with drugstore first. So this technically isn't a foundation. They market it as a BB cream, but I'm sure everyone has heard of Black Radiance. This is extra phenomenal, great. I love it. I like to use this over the summertime because it matches my skin to a T, especially once I get some sun on me. It's not heavy. It just gives me just enough because in the summertime, I don't really like to wear too much foundation. I'll either do a BB cream or a powder foundation just because the heat is unbearable, but this is a really, really good one. Another brand that's going to cater to women of color, CoverGirl Queen collection. I don't know why CoverGirl Queen is not sold in any stores. I can't find it. I've tried Walmart, Target, Walgreens, Rite Aid, CVS. I can't find it. So if I want some, I have to get it off of Amazon. So this is a CC cream. So again, not a foundation. However, if you're someone that likes stuff to be on the lighter end, this will really be good because it's not going to give you that full coverage cake face. It's just something that you can just put on your face and go on about your business. And my shade is Golden Honey. This shade actually does not work for me. It's just a little too, I think it's a little too green olive tone for me, but they have a wide variety for women of color, so you should definitely check this out. And then this next foundation, they are expanding, which makes me so happy because this is one of just my favorite foundations in general. Maybelline Matte and Poreless. My shade is Coconut, and I believe they have two other shades that are deeper than this, and they are maybe two or three, don't quote me on that, but they do have shades that are deeper than this, and they look beautiful. I've been seeing a few of the deeper skin girls using them, and they look really great. And then switching over to higher end foundation, of course, MAC. MAC has everybody's skin tone, but specifically they have great options for women of color, brown skin, and deeper. So if you have not tried MAC foundation, give it a try. However, I found that with MAC, it's very 50-50. Either people hate it or they love it. I found that if they hate it, it's just simply because their skin's sensitive and it makes them break out. So MAC is definitely a great choice. Next up, these Anastasia Beverly Hills stick foundations. Ooh, I love. Okay, so recently here I've been playing around a lot more with these, and I'm liking them for highlighting and contouring. So my foundation shade all over my face is Chestnut, and then my contour shade is Earth. So this, I'll swatch it for you. That is deep. That's very deep. And I believe they have Cool Earth, which is deeper than this. So if you are a darker skin tone girl, you will for sure be able to find your shade in these two. And then next up, let's talk about the Kat Von D. Oh my gosh, Kat Von D and Anastasia Beverly Hills, those are my top two favorite makeup brands. Kat Von D has also just recently expanded her makeup line as well for the deeper skin tone. So my shade here is Deep 74. It's really weird though because whenever I go into Sephora, I can't find Deep 74. Like they don't even have it on display. But if I go online, I can find it. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, but they definitely have. I want to say maybe there are 3 or 4 more shades, don't mark my words on that, that are deeper than this. And this is my foundation that I wear if I'm going to be working all day long, fashion show, and salon, bridal events, and I need to be beat for the cheap seats. This is my go-to. It looks flawless, it stays on all day, and it keeps me matte, and it lasts. All right, so this is a really good one. Super pigmented as well. Another one is going to be Nars. Now this is the Velvet Matte Skin Tint. I believe in the Velvet Matte Skin Tint there's only one more shade after this one, that's the deepest, but just talking in general for their most standard foundations, the Nars Sheer Go and the All Day Luminous, you'll definitely be able to find your shade in Nars. Next up, one more stick foundation, Hourglass. I got this in September and I love it. I use this for more concealing and highlighting because these are so freaking full pigmented. You can use them for that, but they are great. They have a ton of shades. This is my first experience with Hourglass and I love it. It's so good. And then let's see, next up, Makeup Forever. You can get it in liquid or stick, pick your poison. Makeup Forever, I feel they have so many shades that it is a little bit overwhelming. It took me maybe about 3 tries before I figured out which was my perfect shade, but this is what I currently have on my face right now. In a video that I posted maybe, I don't know how long ago it was, but recently here in a video, I was talking about this and how it is definitely a hit, or not a hit or miss. This is I have a love-hate relationship with this foundation. I feel like in the summertime it just doesn't stay on my skin because I am oily and it looks orange, so I can get it to work, but then it's like when I do get it to work, I don't know, maybe it just oxidizes on my skin. But right now in the cooler climates, this is this is my go-to. And then moving on to some foundations in my client kit, I use, in my pouch here, Miriabella. These foundations are phenomenal. Here are a few of my deeper shades here. So as you can tell, hang on. These two are super, super deep. This one here is more on the lines. I'll swatch it for you. This one is the deepest one. Right there. That is dark. So Miriabella, I feel like they're not a super, super popular makeup brand, but their foundations are gorgeous. Here's another one. This one here is definitely going to lean towards more on the red side. That's another one there. These are full coverage. They don't cake up. They are buildable, and there are shades for days when it comes to this foundation. So that's a really, really great one that you should check out. And then last but not least for my client kit, the RCMA palettes. This is the VK11. As you can see, I use and abuse this. I love this palette. If you're a makeup artist, makeup enthusiast, I highly recommend this. But I have a good shade range for women of color here. Then there's another palette too. I think it might run a little bit deeper than this one. I don't know where mine is at the moment. But this is a great palette too. And the thing about this is you can highlight, you can contour, you can have foundation. You can do everything with just this one palette. Alright guys, so that is going to conclude my video. These, like I said, are just my experiences with makeup brands that do run for brown skin and deeper. So if you're looking for a foundation, you're not sure where to start, here is a huge variety. Almost knocked over my light. So here's a huge variety of makeup brands that do cater to women of color. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.